Hello anyone, and welcome back to Future Connected, where hopefully we will finish the episode this time. So we're on our way to see Foggy McFogking in a minute, but first of all we have the last quiet moments to clear up. So let's do it.
It's a fateful thing. That you and I should see each other again, here, like this.
Tyrea, what brought you to the Bionis shoulder?
A good question. Honestly, I had no motive. I wandered without aim, the Bionis no more. Before long, I found myself here. That's all.
So it is but a work of chance. Is that right?
Exactly. Though I certainly didn't expect that chance would bring me back to Alchemoth. The rest is just as I told you. I helped Elam with his research and surveilled the city, waiting for the right opportunity.
So then, you're saying you remained here in order to win back the capital, yes?
If I'm honest, I have to admit, I did consider it. At least until the Fog King appeared.
And then?
The people who still live here, when I showed up, I was a dead woman walking. But they took me in without question. People like that, falling victim to that accursed monster. It doesn't bear thinking about.
Well, there's some character development right there.
That's why.
You feel yourself indebted to them, right? Tyrea, you've changed.
Have I? Have I really?
Tyrea, if it's all right with you, why not come with us?
Melia.
We can't pretend the past didn't happen. I know that. But still, can't we at least band together?
I can't.
Is that so? Forgive me, Tyrea. It was thoughtless not to consider your feelings. You must see me as your mother's killer.
You misapprehend. That's not at issue here. I just don't understand.
What do you mean? What don't you understand?
I simply... Since the day Yumea drew her final breath, I've lost sight of the path I should walk. It's still the same now. What can I focus on? Where should I go? What will bring meaning to my existence? Even my staying here, when it comes down to it, I'm just resigning myself to the winds of chance.
Tyrea, that's wrong.
Melia, you continue to misjudge me. I have not changed. I've never known anything, not even my own desires.
I can tell you feel lost, Tyrea.
I've never had anything remotely resembling your brilliance.
Everyone, and I mean everyone, feels doubt. We lost sight of the right path in the Great War. We all did, not just you. I did as well. Nay, I still do now. If I said all my doubts were behind me, it would be a heinous lie. When your heart is lost at sea and drifting, it takes time to find answers within. And when you've lost someone important to you, it takes more time still. Hear me. You are strong enough. In time, you will find your answers.
My skills were once widely recognized, though I may have used them to try and end your life.
Is that still something you wish to do?
If that were the case, you would have gone sailing over the edge of the Bionis shoulder a long time ago.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
I believe so too. When in reality, I'm standing here talking with you. So then, I think that leaves us some room for friendship. Doesn't it?
You speak just like those Homs you traveled with.
I take that as a compliment, actually. But it's as you say. It's yet another thing I've learnt from them.
Why are you so damn persistent? Is that your crown princess duty? Or do you simply pity the weakling I've become?
Enough. I'll hear no more of this self-loathing. My heart tells me it's the right thing to do. That is all. That is my reason, and the only answer you'll get.
Melia.
What's more, Tyrea? You're all the family I have left. Listen. Once we have dealt with the matter at hand, would you please give me your answer again?
And what if I cannot give you the answer that you're looking for?
I will respect whatever conclusion you arrive at, so long as it's one you can live with.
Don't get your hopes up.
Fine. That will suffice for now. I'll be waiting, Tyrea.
Should I really go along with Melia? Am I worthy? After all the years spent in shadows, all the blood. Yumea, Mother, please give me a sign.
I don't know if asking Yumea for advice about Melia is a great idea, to be honest. Given that she famously wanted to kill Melia a lot. But I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. We have one more with those two, so let's go and get it. The one we just saw unlocked quite a while ago now. I think I did leave that in the video when I found it. The one we're going to now only unlocked recently, so maybe Tyrea will have an answer for us now. There's only one way to find out. Okay. This is the last thing we have to do on the Bionis shoulder, I think. Wild. Ah, it has to be afternoon, okay. I was close.
Tyrea, do you perchance remember the day that we two first met?
I was wondering what you'd come out with. You finally decided to settle some past grudges, have you?
Not at all. I just found it quite moving. Though we crossed blades, contended for our very lives, here we are standing shoulder to shoulder, gazing out at our shared ancestral home.
Quite. Getting over all that was a minor miracle. If someone told me a year ago that we'd be doing this, I'd have carved out their spleen for suggesting it.
Tyrea, about what I said to you before.
Yes,
Are your doubts allayed?
perhaps. Not all of them. However, my answer to the question you posed is more or less ready.
Tell me then.
Melia, you are the last High Entier of Imperial blood.
Well, yes, that is true. Although, are you not also?
Quiet. You must continue the line. You and none other. You are the light, Melia. You must lead us. Gather our people under your banner. I don't think I ought to be there for that.
Why, Tyrea? What leads you to say such a thing?
The fact is, I was an Inquisitor of the Bionite Order, my very existence prescribed by law. You know what role the Order played in the Imperial family's history. I hardly need to remind you.
Tyrea.
Understand, I regret none of the deeds I did for you, Maya. But even so, all that I have done in that life lingers on inside me, a burden I can't escape. All I do is cast a deep shadow on your radiance. As the Imperial line rises to greet a new age, I would contribute nothing. I'd be a hindrance.
How can you hate your own self that much? If that is the answer you wish to give me, then it would be wrong for me to speak out against it. But I will say this, Tyrea. Imperial blood yet runs in your veins too, as does the mixed blood of Ahoms. We are no different. How could we be?
At this point, it doesn't mean a damn thing.
You're wrong.
Stop talking. I told you not to get your hopes up.
Can it really be your intention to keep blaming yourself? Why? Why won't you turn your eyes to the future? Is this what your mother would have wanted?
How dare you! You didn't know Mayor. You didn't know my mother.
Mère! Two of you, stop flaptraps!
Nene, what are you doing here?
That question very irregardable. Nene simply observed sneaky-like from hiding.
Of course she did.
Miss Tyrea, Miss Melia, Sister-pon fight is counterproductive.
What?
It's better to hug and make up blinkety-snap. If not, Mama-pon, roll up sleeves, then everyone's sorry.
Quit this clowning! We are not...
Incidentally, Nene is older Sister-pon, so even in fight with Kino, always make up swifty quick. But it's not because Mama-pon scare into submission, okay? Actually, it's what Nene like to call mature attitude. Just thinking about make old scars and Nene itchy. But anyway, bottom line is fighting is bad. So, now is when pleased to hug and make up. Go on, say, sorry, Sister-pon.
What is this thing going on about?
Mother, huh? If your mother... If Yumea were here now, looking at us like this, I wonder what she would say.
Hey, don't tell me you're taking it seriously. It's spouting nonsense.
Not it! Nene is not thing. Nene is Nene.
What point is there in talking about it now? There's no way for us to know. She's dead and gone.
My apologies, Tyrea. I know you put great faith in her. So I just thought... But it's as you say. I'll admit, I never understood your mother's mind. Even at the very end.
Yumea's devotion to the Bionite Order was how she honored the Imperial line. And also, how she channeled her woe over our ultimate fate. Her spirit contained no falsehood.
I see.
Due to the loftiness of her faith, Yumea could be very severe, towards both me and herself. I'm sure if she could see me now... Attending at Yumea's side, serving her unto exhaustion was my whole life. Yumea's desires were mine as well. What's more, the blood that flows in me is in essence
Tyrea?
Yumea's blood and her will. Are they really doomed to just cease to be? Would Yumea really? Would Mother simply allow this?
Hey, whatever has got into you?
Melia, if Yumea were here, if she saw me, saw us two, here's how she'd rebuke us. If you wish a future for the High Entia, you must do whatever is in your power.
Huh?
Changing one's way of life means negating your past self. I tried to change myself, and the path I walked until then, I disavowed. The precious path I had walked as Yumea's loyal retainer. Let me be me then. The Empress's, your shadow. And I'll do what's in my power.
So then, you will not change your ways, but still walk alongside me. Is that correct?
Yumea, Mother, kept me by her side for that purpose. She already showed me the road that I should take. I think I'd like to repay her by putting her will into action. For her, and for the future of the High Entia.
I see. So that's the answer you have chosen. I'm glad that is your decision, Tyrea.
You may be a fitting vessel to inherit the throne, but as a politician, you'll be much too soft for your own good. If you got blinded by pretty ideals and came to ruin, I could never face my mother.
No, I'd never be so...
Let's face it, you'll need someone to rein you in when you get too blinkered.
Frankly, I find the suggestion somewhat offensive. All right. But in that case, I must make a pronouncement too. I, Melia Antiqua, Empress of the High Entia, by my name do solemnly decree. Be thou guardian, for our subjects and the race entire, act the mistress of unseen shadows, and pledge thy very life to this throne. Swear your might, to my bidding, Tyrea.
I accept. I will honor this commission, Your Majesty.
Miss Tyrea, Nene very proud. Managed to apologize very beautiful. Major sister bomb vibes.
Who are you calling sisters? And I'll have you know, I've nothing to apologize for.
Meh? But Miss Tyrea just did proper big bow to Miss Melia, no?
You little... Are you actively trying to insult me?
Meh? But Bao had plenty sorry feel. It's just like when Dadapon make apologizing to Mamapon.
Whatever. I'm too old for this.
The future is within our grasp, sister mine.
Well, that was adorable. And I hope that you were taking notes there, Cart, that clearly the appropriate way for sisters to get along is for the older one to pledge allegiance to do the younger's will. I'll be making note of that myself, won't I? Oh, all this series is showing is that I'm just a horrible sister. The joys. But that was the last thing that we had to do on the Bionis shoulder. And it's time to go now. Whereabouts is the thing? Here we are. This is wild. Okay, here we go. We're done with the Bionic shoulder. To Alchemoth. Again. And I don't actually have the quest markers on, so I assume I was meant to come here. Still in side quest mode. There is one more quiet moment around, but I don't actually remember where in Alchemoth it is. Are you on the map? Ah yes, it's up there. Okay. Well, we do in fact have to go past it. I really don't know what to expect from the Fog King at this point. It should be interesting. I'm guessing that the ending to this is they fight the thing, Melia maybe stays here to look after the people, and we're all good. I really hope we get to see more of the party members, but I don't know if the game will be quite that kind to us. Okay, the level's not too far above mine, but I'd still rather avoid it if I can. Oh yeah, I forgot I got this teleportation point. Let's just do that. That's much better. Yeah, I need to bring in Melia. Okay. Here we go. Last one.
Not long now. Father, brother. With these two hands of mine, I will reclaim Alchemoth.
Hey, Melia. Are you nervous?
Do not worry, Shulk. I'm just a little heightened. Trembling with excitement, as Dumban might say.
That's good to hear. I suppose it's no great wonder, though.
How about yourself? You've been given a big role to play. Taking it in your stride as usual.
Well, I've been remembering our time on the Bionic shoulder. It hasn't been easy, but we found the refugees here. Got to know Teelan and so on. I'm glad we came.
I see.
If we can retake the capital, and then get ourselves back to Colony 9, that'll be us sorted.
Sorted, huh?
That's right. We're just about there now. We've got this, you know.
I'm sure.
What's wrong?
Say, Shulk. Tell me, what are your thoughts on the rift?
Right. Considering everything we've seen so far, we don't really know all that much about it. I've never seen anything like it. The Fog King, I mean. It's alien to the Bionis and Mechonis.
Indeed. The rift is a complete and utter enigma to us. All we know for certain is that its existence poses danger. A wholly new threat. For a wholly new world.
Sounds ominous.
Are my fears unfounded?
To be fair, there's a lot about this world that's different. Frankly, it's anyone's guess right now. Does it bother you? The rift, I mean.
I have an ill premonition.
Oh?
Disaster. Complete ruin. Inescapably looming over our future.
Well, that's cheerful.
I know not why, but that is the vague dread that I feel when I consider the rift.
Hey now.
I'm sorry. I know we have a big task ahead. I'll try to keep my chin up.
It's okay. Your misgivings may just be a weird hunch. Or for all we know, they might come true tomorrow. But there's plenty more we don't know. The future. No one knows it for certain. Still, that doesn't mean we're entirely helpless. Our actions, they're what shapes the future. We've proven that countless times already. So I think we'll get through this. If we stand together, no power in the world can stand against us.
Shulk. I swear, you never change.
Oh, sorry. I guess I might have gone a bit overboard.
No, I don't think that's possible. I think your words have hit the mark exactly. The future is ours, and it is decided here. All we can do is give our all to build a better one. Indeed, whatever awaits ahead. I seem to be in your debt again. You keep doing this, always helping me when I'm down.
I didn't really do anything, though. I'm just happy I could lift you up.
My thanks. All right, then. We have crucial work to do.
Defeat the Fog King and restore Alchemoth, right?
Exactly right. Shall we?
Let's. Oh, it is weirdly quiet here, but I think things are about to go downhill. So I should probably change out my party again. And I should definitely save. Here goes nothing. Past this point, you'll not be able to go back and save the game, and falling in battle will return you to the title screen. Oh no! It's recommended you save. Are you prepared? Okay, I know I have saved, but... Paranoid gamer here. There we go. Onwards!
King of Fog, right here! Fog King looking awfully foggy today.
I would guess it correlates with the widening of the rift.
It changes nothing. The time is now.
Miss Melly, it's working!
Yes, now then.
Melia, let's go!
My friends, lend me your strength. The future belongs to us.
King of Fog will no name of hero born hero! Monster in for proper bashing!
Well then. Oh gosh, level question mark.
Oh no, Nene hangry!
Let's focus our efforts.
Right, if I've learnt anything from boss fights I've done recently, looking at you, Xenoblade X, it's get rid of the extra enemies first. Nice that we can level grind on these. I mean, it's never a great idea to try level grinding during the final boss. Looking at you, main story on this. I know a lot of people did that, and I think I did try it before eventually giving up. Speaking of the final boss in the main game, isn't this the music from the Zanza fight? I feel like it is. Also, this seems way too easy, and I don't trust it. You gonna finish that so I can Ponspect? Thank you.
Ponspectus, remind to let loose!
We never find treasure!
One spectre till we die!
Yeah, this is much too easy. There's no way this is the end.
That's attack almost hero form level! No stealing thunder of Nene!
Everyone!
Seriously, what is happening? There's no way it can be this simple.
Nice work getting in.
It's gotta have multiple phases. It has to. That's not it.
Success! King of Fog, white dust! And kindly never to come back.
Shulk, what's wrong?
The sky.
The rift is expanding.
Mother, something not right. Foggy Floppies all coming together. Foggy, not take no for answer.
What is the meaning of this?
It must be drawing its strength from the rift. And now it's even bigger.
In other words, if we could close the rift, we might have a chance.
It's possible. But first, let's do all that we can here.
You're right.
This is all over Kino's head. What has Hero One fight against impossible odds is natural like breathing. Fine then, time to dish out extra mega serving of fishy fancy with cherry on top.
Excellent music.
Healy counter.
More enemies. Let's focus on.
Not so great on phase 2 though, but it was very obvious that it was coming. Like there was no way that it ended there. But I love the way they say, if we close the rift we might have a chance. But then they decide to hang around here for a while. Surely if closing the rift is how you defeat this thing, you want to do that first.
Not feeling wonder marvelicious.
Dear Lord, this topple is annoying.
Don't give up.
Seriously, how long is it gonna last? What the heck?
Going well.
It's just scratchy. Even a
Great, I'm dead.
big scratch.
Fabulous.
Hammer, almost done.
Okay, let's finish this.
How's that?
Nene, awesome.
Just remember, here's Kino, who will be hero born. Good, it's good. Very good.
At least we're getting the Pond Spectre stuff quickly. We'll probably need that at this rate.
Here goes! To get toasty.
Perspectives, do it now.
But yeah, I was definitely getting a sense of the cursed Xenoblade X audio mixing during that cutscene. I know I've mentioned this before in Future Connected, but I don't think the audio settings actually make a difference in here. I guess when I get round to replaying the main game, I will now know if the audio settings are a complete mess, whether they did do anything. But yeah. I know that Kino's meant to be quiet and all, but you really went overboard there. Unless it's just my headphones, but Cart did agree with me on the cursed audio mixing at one point, so... Do-do-do-do. Untopple. Untopple. Glad I could do something about it this time. Apparently standing behind the Fog King is working out better for me.
Not feeling wonder marvelicious.
Hang in there. Don't give up.
Again, this feels weirdly easy. How much are we betting that there's a phase 3 as well?
One good hit lays the hammer beat.
It seems likely.
Different serious.
Kino, great attack!
No stealing thunder of Nene.
Upon spectres.
I swear something's off with the timing of these. They're really difficult.
One second till you die!
Okay. Phase 2 down.
No use. It keep happening. What are we supposed to do now?
Don't give up, no matter how many times it returns. We can bring it down just the same. Our future must be kept safe. What? Telethia? Why? What? What on Bionis?
Melia, for whatever reason, those explosions seem to be distorting and destabilizing the rift.
Incredible. They saved us. Fine. Time to finish this. Please, buy me some time. Grant me your strength, friends.
King of Fog is dethroned! Big win for good guys!
The future is safe. Finally.
Is it though?
It is.
Again, that felt way too easy. What? Also, main theme and engage the enemy in one cutscene. They know how to break me. Oh, my weaknesses. But again, I say, what? There's no way. Is it seriously over? What? How is it that easy? Also, I hear you beyond the sky arrangement. Don't think I'm ignoring that. What? What just happened? I'm genuinely how is it that easy? I swear that Sky told me she had to lower the difficulty on the Fog King. That was basically the easiest boss fight in the game. And what was that ending? Don't tell me we're not going to get to see the... Oh, there they are! Fiora and Brine! Oh, look at the kids! Oh, even Juju's there. Quality. Oh, babies! Oh no! What is happening here? How did it end like that? Is there going to be a after credit scene or anything? I feel like there has to be something. Oh, it is making me kind of sad seeing all the characters from the main story and knowing we didn't get to have them actually in the story again in this. I think that is one of my biggest criticisms of Future Connected, because I get that they probably had to do it on a very reduced timescale and budget compared to main game. But I just miss them. Don't get me wrong, Nene and Kino are incredible and I'm so glad they were added. I adore them. But I just miss everyone else. What have we got? Vanguard. Also, how is Teelan alive? Did we ever get through that? Oh, look at them all.
They're waiting for you, Melia.
Does this world need a coronation? I just don't see the point.
Don't say that. It is the will of the people. It will mark the birth of a new era.
You'd also have been a fine choice.
Yes, well. I'm occupied with my research, as you know, Empress Melia.
Don't mock me.
Here we go.
Yes.
I mean, don't get me wrong, that was delightful, but... Huh? That's really it? Is it? Oh, hey again, Monolith Soft. Loving your background there, but what just happened? If I've just been sitting here looking hecking confused for the last however long that was going on. That's really the ending? That didn't feel like a lot. Oh, Master Level Arts Manuals, nice. But, again, I say, huh? Okay, there's one last thing to do. There we go. This I did get spoilered on, because Sky started her game while I was at her house once, but I do wish Junks wasn't in the background, but I'm obsessed with the Nopon children. Gosh, what to say about this? I genuinely don't know what to do with any of this, really. That was a thing that happened. I'll try and get some amount of coherent thoughts here. So, first of all, I'm very glad we did get extra content, don't get me wrong. Delighted that it exists. But I'm also very glad I didn't play it nearer the main story, because if I had played it right after, it would have felt like a disappointment. Because don't get me wrong, it was very good fun, there was a lot of interesting stuff going on there, but also, it's just not... again, it won't be the same, because it's a tiny side story compared to a complete masterful journey of a game. I don't know. I really think the weakest point of it was not having more of the main party, and again, I may be personally biased in this because Melia isn't my favourite. I like her well enough, but she's not top tier for me personally. It's just kind of painful when they refer randomly to characters like Fiora or Dunban and I don't get to see them again. And I was really hoping for an actual reunion with Nene and Kino with Ricky and Oka. That would have been adorable. And I just think things like that would have made it so much more special to me. Also, the ending just felt weird. Is it only me who thinks that? Like, A, the Fog King should not have been that easy to beat. I don't know if I just over-leveled while I was trying to get the Prosecutor done or what, but what are you doing? I've forgotten what happens when you're on the home screen for too long. Game, are you okay? I'm not okay, clearly. And again, looking at this, like, all that they showed of the new world was the fact that the Bionis shoulder exists and then that little bit where Colony 9 is. What happened to everything else? I mean, there were references made to the old frontier village. Did that not make it into the new world, or have they just not found it yet? Basically what I'm saying is I still have a lot of questions. I wish this would have answered more of them. And I think if they'd set it more around Colony 9, potentially it could have done. Again, slightly bitter because my faves weren't there apart from Shulk, but I don't know. I'm delighted with all the Tyrea development. Oh, back to the original home screen. Yes! Yeah, basically, I think there were some really good points to this, but it was just not that same special Xenoblade feeling. And again, I have said during the series I never expected it to be. I just want it so badly. This game has set the bar so high for me for games. It's something that I love with pretty much my entire being, and I just always want there to be more good content. I'm really gonna have to replay the game again to get the feelings back, but whatever I think of this, I'm still so glad that they made it. I'm so glad that I finally played it. It was a delightful experience, even just being back in the world. So thank you, Monolith Soft. Thank you again for Definitive Edition. And thanks to anyone who's been watching this series or any of the ones on my channel. If you enjoyed this level of nonsense, then do consider subscribing to get more of it, I guess. I don't think that's much of an incentive, but there you go. And thank you so much for coming on this ride with me. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.